Come on. Okay. Hello, Sherry. How are you? Okay, I need to share me. You've never been first in my life? Okay, let's share this again. Can you see me? Give me a yes, a thumbs up, something like that if you can see me. Okay, yes. Okay, good. Goddamn. Big news on the Epstein front. They're still going to defend him. There's not. Yes, it's big news to anybody that gives a shit, and therein lies the problem. They don't give a shit. What's up, buddy? Hi. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. See? I see it. I see it. I see it. He's already guilty from the 80s. They're already breaking their backs. Yeah, he's already come out. Trump's already come out and said these selectively leaked emails are fake news. Well, either they're real or they, if they're fake, then they weren't leaked because there's nothing to leak. Say hello to everybody, Franklin. Say hello. Gonna make some biscuits. Gonna make some biscuits. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I got you. What's up, UK? How you doing? When you lie all the time, you're going to end up mixing them up. He's talking about Donnie, isn't he? Isn't he? Here, you sit right there on the desk, okay? You sit right there. Or, don't. Do I know what magnets are? Yeah, I know what magnets are. Frankenstein. It's okay. There you go. I look like Denzel Washington? Okay, you need to see an eye doctor. I do think Donald Trump believes some of his lies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Just got his ass all up in my face. Just like here. Fucking it's ass content. Yes, they blow up in water. Who knew? Water magnet gets wet and all of a sudden it's useless. Dumbest president ever. What's up, Philippines? How you doing? As we say in Chicagoland, how you doing? To be like, yeah, the orange asshole. He's now, boom, back underneath the desk, between my feet, curled up in a ball, loving life. Loving life. Hey man, what's up? My THC levels. Hello from Ireland. Hello back at you, Ireland. If they can pull that off, the legalization of cannabis in other states will go away. I'm trying to tell you. They don't give a fuck about states' rights. Part of what they're negotiating for, will be negotiating for moving forward, is when they talk about bringing back the ACA subsidies, is they want no state funding to go towards abortions, which kind of shits all over states' rights. What am I smoking? Fucking weed. Forbidden papaya lava cake. Nice. Nice. I love knowing MAGA is going to pay for their homes 3 times over in their lives and still ain't going to own jack shit. You talk about those new 50-year mortgages they're all bragging about? Yeah, man, 50-year mortgages. Go right on ahead. Man, I'm glad that I'm 53 when I'm 53. I can't imagine being 25 years old right now and looking at the rest of my life in a world like the one we have. I got vids here on the tube of It's Blooming if interested. Oh, nice. Nice. How many more presidencies do I think I will witness? I don't know. I've witnessed, what, 11 so far? I think that's the number. 11? Nixon, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Poppy Bush, Clinton, W, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump. Yeah, 11. I don't know how many more I got in me. Hopefully a bunch, but we'll see. Shout out to Mr. Tom Powell for keeping it real daily. Thank you very much. At 25, it fucking sucks. Hard to see a future for myself. My wife and I have been discussing it. I don't know how the fuck our kids are going to buy houses. If we don't help them, I don't know how they're going to buy houses. One of them already owns a house, thankfully. I got a 24-year-old who's going to be in the house, market in the next couple of years. I got a 21-year-old who'll probably rent for a minute before they actually go to maybe buy, and then a 14-year-old who fucking God knows. God knows. But, if we don't help, I don't know how they're going to do it. My mom busted her ass and fixed up a house, sold it, and used the money to buy my brother a house. She did it for her grandchildren. That's the way it's going to have to happen. We'll probably help Lily pay off all of her college if we can, and then help Maggie buy a house by us going and buying another house and selling her this house for, half of what it's fucking worth so she can actually afford it. Are you trans? No. What are you eating? Nothing at the moment. Just ice out of my pop here. Regal hairbanger is an incel, somebody said. I hate we baby boomers and some Gen Xers say that Gen Z and younger millennials are lazy and stupid, but they don't see that it pays to win. Listen, I know for a fact millennials aren't lazy and stupid. They fucking worked for me when I had my landscape company. It sucks that they're not going to be in a position to be able to do the things that we were able to do. You know, I come from a generation where you could go get a job without a high school diploma, learn on the job, and wind up fucking running the company one day. I don't. I think that's a thing of the fucking past these days. I didn't grow up in an era where the average price for a new vehicle was $50 fucking thousand, and it was $3,500 to rent a 2 bedroom apartment somewhere. Our first apartment was like 780 or some shit like that. Like seriously, we had a 1 bedroom, 1 bath for it was under 800. Staying patient with the negative comments. They're just words on a fucking screen. Oh, you know what I mean? They're just words on a screen. And if they want to spend their time trolling other people's accounts that they don't like and saying all kinds of pissed off shit while boosting my algorithms and helping me get paid, then let them talk. I get paid for views. Literally, that's how I get paid. You watch my videos on YouTube, especially my long form videos, not my short videos, with my advertisements in it, and I get paid. So if these dumb fucks want to watch my videos so that they got something to bitch about, let them bitch while they put money in my pocket. Fuck them. Fuck, 90% of them don't even have the testicular fortitude to put their name and fucking face behind their words. So yeah, let them run their fucking mouth while I fucking go all the way to the bank. I get paid on the 21st of every month. Hopefully we're back now. A little glitch there. Hopefully we're back. But yeah, I get paid on the 21st of every month from YouTube, and the more they comment, the fatter that fucking number is. So allowing. Thank you for the hundreds, whatever those are. I know that they turn into like gifts or something, but appreciate the hundreds that are being tossed out there by Organic Productions 9347. UK, how you doing? You do wonder, Mandy, you said you've never caught me live. Couple of things. First of all, I go live every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, but also every one of my past lives are all in my on my channel. You got videos, shorts, and live. You can go into that live section and watch all of my old lives. They're all archived there in video form. So that hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of lives are all there waiting for you to see for free. Biden student loan forgiveness. I was all in favor of it. Why are hotels so insanely expensive these days? Everything is expensive. I mean, go out to eat at fucking Chili's and see how much it is. You know what I mean? Hotels are just one thing in a sea of things that are expensive as fuck. You know what's going to get real fucking cheap? Cruises. That's what's going to get real fucking cheap. You watch. Tourism is way fucking down. People are taking less cruises. Watch you every day. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Annie. Appreciate that. Tell about story of how your wife and you want to know how Renee and I we met in an AOL chat room in May of 1997. A chat room is like this, where a bunch of people are in a room conversing via text, written word, but there's no video. And her and I were in the same general Chicago chat room back in, like I said, May of 97, and we sparked up a conversation, and I think we spoke on the phone for 2 or 3 days, and then we went out on a couple of dates, and almost fucking 30 years later, here we are. You subscribed to me this week. Thank you very much. If I'm the voice of reason, you are. If I am your voice of reason, you have been led astray. You understand? If you're struggling in this country, you're lazy, stupid, or both. And you, my friend, are no longer able to comment in this comment section. I don't know if that makes me lazy or both, but I do know this. I don't have to hear your fucking mouth anymore. Listen, man, I grew up on fucking government assistance. In the early and mid 70s, into the late 70s, I was on government into the early 80s. I was on government assistance as a child. I watched my mother pay for groceries with the old food stamps that you had to tear off and hand to the cashier. You know, we ate government cheese. It was generic. It was no name. Everything that was it was in our house. I grew up like that, and my parents busted their fucking ass at multiple jobs. They certainly were not lazy, and I don't think my parents were stupid. They were not educated people, but they weren't stupid people. So I'm anecdotal evidence that that gentleman's theory is incorrect. Do you listen to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? Never even heard of him. I also grew up on government assistance. It's incredibly stupid, and people are cheering for the government to take away. Yeah, it is. Are you okay? I'm a new subscriber, and I feel so touched by it. Thank you for giving me hope. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome into the rather dysfunctional family that is my online community. I originally built my community over on TikTok. I built my platform up to 1.5 million followers. Started doing more and more content over here on Tube of You. Then TikTok banned my main account. And so I've predominantly focused on doing content here on YouTube since this community has been more open, more accepting, less censoring, and more profitable. To the person that asked if this was a Dickies cup, fuck yeah, it's a Dickies cup. I got about 100 of them because Dickies is good. How are you doing? I'm living the dream. Like fucking literally. If a country can't feed and educate its people, it's failing. Yep. Yep. Thank you, Mimi's mommy. Epstein Files, absolutely correct. It's it's going to take so fucking long to fix the damage that the Republicans are doing right now. It's going to take so fucking long, and every step of the way, as they're piecing this back together, it's going to be fought against by the Republicans. Going, look at they're raising your taxes. Look at they're spending more of your money. I can't tell if it's ironic, but I think it is. I'm sorry. This is a sad world we live in. It seems like every successful streamer these days diversifies platforms just in case one platform does the dump. Yes. So I'm working on building. I'm monetized on Facebook. I'm monetized on Instagram. I'm monetized here, and then obviously I have TikTok Shop over on TikTok. I don't do anything with views on TikTok. I don't get paid for any of that. So, but I'm working on building up the Instagram and the Facebook parts. Opinion about $2,000 Trump checks. I would not hold my breath. Trump's Treasury Secretary already did a TV interview in which he said that doesn't mean that you guys are going to get a $2,000 check. He goes, it could also come in the form of a tax break at the end of the year. In other words, give you another $2,000 to write off of your taxes, not any actual cash in your pocket. He said, and it also could come in the form of tax breaks we already gave you, like no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. So in other words, they might look at how much you get to write off of your overtime at the end of the year and say, yeah, that covers the 2,000, and you don't actually get an extra fucking dime for any of it. I'm glad they're at least admitting now that American families are the ones paying the tariff. Well, the American family has paid anywhere between $1,300 and $2,500 more this year for goods, and we want to give some of that money back. Well, why have they paid more for goods? Because of the tariffs. So we wouldn't have paid $1,300 to $2,500 more this year if you had imposed the fucking tariffs. No, the cab, the no, no, I don't do pipes very often. Very, very rarely do I do pipes. One notification. For Tom, from Amazon shopping. Based on your order history, it may be time to reorder Leonard Bar 8 by 4x3FT rectangular galvanized raised garden. No, no, that's not good.
Alexa,
She's crazy.
it might be time again to order something that.
So I bought these fucking 4 foot high raised with 8 foot wide metal raised planters, and I bought them at like three different points. I bought them to equal up to a total of five of them, and she just said it was based on my order history. It was time to do it again. No, we're not just going to keep cranking out planting beds.
Did you hear me on the phone?
Just in the background.
Somebody for the nursing home to sign a union distribution letter from the pension. She goes, "Can you come out and notarize it?" And I was like, "I know exactly which one it is." And no, I can't if she doesn't have an ID. And she's like, "Yeah, she gave up her driver's license." Yeah, call the union and see if they have another form that we can have somebody swear that this person is who they are. That's what I can offer.
Yeah.
Anyway, she is having a difficult go. So now I'm going to work out.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Any hoodles. Did fucking Nate ever get back to me? Okay, anyway, so I wouldn't hold, going back to what we were talking about, I wouldn't hold my breath about the $2,000 check because I highly doubt everybody's going to get a $2,000 check to begin with. But let's just say he's dumb enough to send every man, woman, and child in this country a $2,000 check. Fucking send it. Send it. 2,000 per head. That's gonna be a nice little cruise for us. Take the family on a little cruise. Go ahead, dumbass. Pay for my fucking next vacation. Oh, Nate got a new puppy. Do you like The Simpsons? Yes. Some of us could actually use it. Yes, I agree. There are some people. And that's why it should be extraordinarily targeted if it exists at all. Just like the PPP loans. Not the PPP loans, the COVID stimulus checks. They should have been targeted. It shouldn't have gone out in a blanket fashion. And if the cost of living over the course of the year is an additional $1,300 to $2,500, a one-time payment of $2,000 doesn't help. I mean, it helps in the short term, but it doesn't fix the problem. Have your chairs arrived yet? What chairs are we talking about? I think the Congress went to recess today. Only people getting less than $50,000 a year should get a fucking anything. The U.S. has the largest debt because no other country could afford our debt. You too, Nikki the Frenchie, somebody says. Oh, we haven't bought them yet. I don't get paid till the 21st. And that's when we're going to go buy them and order them. And that's when I'll schedule the junk guys to come and pick up the old furniture. Whenever they create a big pile of money, they find a way of stealing it, right? Right? If you like any form of hemp, that industry is gone. But hey, the government will be back open. Yeah, they really snuck a lot of shit in there. They're also going to anybody who was investigated by the January 6th committee could be entitled to $500,000. You know, I mean, they snuck some shit in there, didn't they? Yeah, Mike Johnson's a fucking coward. Yeah, listen, it. Let's think about it for a minute. Donald Trump has promised you a $5,000 Doge check, a $2,000 tariff check, and if you're an air traffic controller who stuck it out and worked without a paycheck all this time, a $10,000 sign-on or a signing or bonus. He's promising money he can't deliver. It all takes congressional approval. Just fire your question off there. He does promise a lot of stuff. That's why Jim Jeffries nailed it when he said that he was like the kid running for class president, just promising shit that he can't deliver. Right? And we're going to have 2 lunches, and there's going to be a pop machine in every classroom. What do you think about Pakistan? Pakistan? I don't. I guess I don't think about it too regularly or frequently. It's a disco ball. That's interesting. How much do those things cost you guys? Yeah, class president vibes. He promises everything that he can't deliver, and he insults his opponents. Have you thought about moving to another country? Yeah, not going to, but have thought about it. Disco ball in a strip joint is okay. I don't eat fish. Well, I guess I eat tuna. And then, of course, there's shrimp and scallops. That's it. I don't eat anything else out of the sea. What the hell? We got a big ass fucking bear with a leaf umbrella. Got a green scarf on. I don't know if you can see that. His umbrella just shitting leaves all over the place. Do you like coleslaw? Yes, but the creamier kind of coleslaw, not the more vinegar based coleslaw. Let me guess, you'd move to Jamaica. I would consider moving to Jamaica. I would consider moving to Costa Rica. I would consider moving to Canada. There might be a couple of other Central and South American countries that I would consider moving to. I don't know. I can't see myself ever moving to like Europe or Asia or Australia, but I can't. At the end of the day, can't see myself leaving the States. Did you vote for Trump? Jesus fucking Christ, no. Good fucking gravy. I would literally rather amputate a part of my own fucking body than vote for that thing. I heard that about Costa Rica. What did I do for work? I was in landscape contracting for 26 years. I owned my own company for the last 6 of those 26 years. I retired in 2018. I didn't do shit for a minute, except fuck around online. Wrote 2 books, started 2 podcasts, and then my wife, who was the main breadwinner after I had retired, her company collapsed. The company she worked for collapsed. Everybody lost their job, and we monetized what I had accidentally built fucking around online. And now this is our income. Bermuda is its own sovereign nation, has legal cannabis. Right on. Lousy excuse for not voting? Huh? You're from Chicago? I'm from Chicagoland. I was born in Melrose Park, just outside the city of Chicago. I still live just outside the city of Chicago, with the exception of a few years I lived in southern Indiana, and a few years I spent hitchhiking across the country. I have lived in and around the city of Chicago. Would you move back to Indiana? I can't see myself moving to a red state at this point in my life. Gottlieb Hospital. Yep, that's where I was born. Melrose Park, Illinois, May 13th, 1972. Would I move to Germany? I mean, maybe, but I'd play hell getting to know how to talk to fucking people. I spent a year in German in class, and all I learned was Guten Tag, Auf Wiedersehen, No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Dankeschön. Dankeschön, darling. Dankeschön. You would fit right here in Toronto. Well, thank you very much. Ready for Thanksgiving? Yeah, Thanksgiving's a warm-up meal, you know? Thanksgiving is that one kind of fucking, we're all going to kind of fucking take it easy for a day or two, a moment in between Halloween and Christmas. In the middle of what I call the Christmas season, because Christmas season began October 31st at 9 p.m. But, I mean, our tree is up. Our tree is up. Fucking Christmas decor is out. Waiting for the guy to come put the fucking Christmas lights on the front of the fucking house. Yeah, I have a service that does that. Yeah, it's work. Thanksgiving is a fucking warm-up meal for Christmas dinner. You found me on Hawk's channel. Oh, right on. I haven't texted with Hawk in a minute. We've been on each other's podcasts. We've been mutuals for some time. What's your favorite dinosaur? Whatever one doesn't fucking eat me. You know what I mean? I can't say as I have a favorite dinosaur. I'm not like fucking dinosaurs, man, but I'm not like dinosaurs, bro. It's not my thing. Du spreche gut Deutsch, Tom. But I don't. I do much better with Spanish than I do with German. I'll tell you something. Take me to Mexico, and I can disappear into a crowd. I just Kaiser associate myself into the countryside. Have you ever heard about Irish politics? There's a lot of parties, but I know I have not really paid too much attention to Irish politics. What languages are you fluent in? I'm not fluent in any of them, including English. I speak enough Spanish to be dangerous and to carry on rudimentary conversations with people, enough so that when we were in Mexico, the guys in Mexico were like, okay, this fucking guy's like a Mexican, right? I can speak a mean Spanglish. I know that little bitty bit of German. I can speak some Pig Latin. And that's really it right there. Greetings from the other end of the Kankakee River in Illinois. Do you like donuts? Is the frog's ass watertight? Do I like? Do I not look like a motherfucker who likes donuts? Oh fuck yeah, I love donuts. My doctor doesn't like that I love donuts, but love donuts. Pig Latin. Pig Latin, something that the younger generation doesn't really understand. If we ever had some kind of civil war where it was young versus old, that would have to be like our secret communique, Pig Latin. You know what I mean? What's your favorite donut? I got to tell you something. Nothing beats a regular old unfilled Long John. Icing on top, classic, just old school Long John. Make that a maple Long John, and we're talking. You know what I mean? Yep, the Navajo Code Talkers. That would be our own Pig Latin. Iwe Udke Ilire Unfuseke Ide Ungerye Generations. Then again, we could just say, fuck it. Everybody get really fucking high and not have the Civil War. Of course, always my preferred route. Do you think the Trump administration should face its own version of the Nuremberg trials? Oh, yeah. Yeah. With including a shit ton of ICE agents. I mean, they're literally deputized and Proud Boys at this point in time. I wonder if the Confederates ever got high, would we still have the Civil War? Maybe. Grateful Dead. No, you know what would happen if the Confederates got high? They'd figure out a way to use their slaves to grow cannabis. It's crucial. What's your favorite strain these days? Whatever the fuck strain comes next. I don't care. Don't know. You know what I mean? I'm saying I don't care in a mean way. I don't really pay attention to the strain names, and I just let's try it. Whatever you got, something, throw it in there. Let's see what it is. Much love from Pittsburgh, greatest sports city in the country, boys and girls. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Blue Dream will always be my favorite. Haven't seen that shit in years, though. Thoughts on illegal immigrants? You spelled immigrants wrong, and I got no problem with people coming across the border illegally to search for a better life. Do you like slushies? That's an odd question. Yeah, sure. Lake Placid, New York. Sativa or indica, no nicknames for me. That's what I'm talking about. Just throw it in the bag. What do you think about the Bears season so far? Well, I'm not a Bears fan, and I'm actually surprised that they're doing good considering how fucking shitty they typically are. Loser. That's an odd way to introduce yourself to the chat, but to each their own. Welcome, loser. Do you like edibles? No, edibles don't do anything to me. My mom loves your videos, and I do too. Well, tell mom I said hi. You're trying to fast. Okay. 3 meal. Maple Long Johns for the win. What do you think of the mayor of New York? I don't know much about him. His ideas seemed much better than the alternatives' ideas. Do you think Trump will lose in the midterms? I think Republicans will lose. Do I have a favorite dispensary? Yeah, my guy's garage. Yeah, we're back to the rumors of the Jacksonville Jaguars potentially relocating to the city of Chicago. Just saying hi back at you, Joachim. $7-Eleven or Circle K? Either or. Oh yeah, I remember when the herb had. It wasn't herb; it was brickweed, and it had seeds and stems, and you had to break that shit apart. You had to cut it down, pull the stems out, pull the seeds out. You had to work. There was a certain amount of procedural filly fucking around that went into getting a sack back in the day. Trick question: AM or PM? I don't know. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific. Love your guitar on the wall. Do you play yourself? No, I do not. I do not know how. There's a lack of skunkiness now, somebody said. Now you hope to get lucky and get a seat, somebody said. Somebody said Buc-ee's. The whole craze behind Buc-ee's is just fucking mind-numbing to me. I'm off to a dental appointment on my 60th birthday. I'll finish watching later. Kelly, happy birthday. Hope the dentist shit goes well. Where's Frank? Yeah, he's under the desk. Wawa, I've heard of those. I obviously have heard of the Buc-ee's. We used to pull a Hey Buddy for cigarettes and alcohol at the grimy gas stations. Yep. Pumpers, anyone? Somebody said pumpers, anyone. Fearful of Trump's raids, some Hispanic shoppers turn to online shopping. Thank you for your videos. This is from Switzerland. Well, thank you very, very much. An Arco. Holy shit, I haven't heard or seen about an Arco in a hot minute. I have a few Zippo lighters. The first donation of the day comes in from Mr. X, and it's for $5. Love your videos, but got a pro MAGA Honduran suggestion. The gift is real. Got a pro MAGA Honduran suggestion. The gift is real. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying there. Thank you very much for the donation, though. Confiscated weed gas station named Pumpers with purple neon signs in the South. Look like it run by a pimp. LOL. Since the end is never told, paid to tell to gold. Thoughts on police? Like, The law enforcement group or the trio, the band? Yeah, I have a few Zippo lighters. I don't use them on the regular, but I have some, the people had me made or sent me over time. Sting's a hell of a lead, a lead man. Thank you for the $2 donation, Subtilicious or CHF. I don't know what a CHF is. Zippos suck for smoking weed. Well, if you're smoking out of a pipe, for sure. Do you watch Super Jabroni's Class Pro Wrestling Direct? No, I don't. Holy shit. Super Jabronis? Is that a real thing? That's amazing. I just recently learned. I think one of you guys told me about it in a live. When somebody gives a donation and then they stay on the screen down here, I'm like, why? What is that still loading? I just recently learned that the more you give, the longer your name stays on the screen. I didn't know that. They don't have that over on the Tickety Talk. Do you watch AEW? If that's wrestling, no, I do not. No, Rich, I don't. Saw Sting open for the Grateful Dead at Vegas in '93. Nice. You pop up when I scroll on YouTube, and I like it. Sending greetings from Norway. Hope America recovers. Well, thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell button so you get notified when I post new videos. Every day, by the way, I post new videos. 25 videos a day. Skid Row in concert in New Zealand in '92 with Guns N' Roses. Nice. The Netherlands. We got a lot of people from outside the country watching at the moment. I saw Skid Row open for Guns N' Roses, Alpine Valley. Do I like Metallica? I saw Metallica on the Damage Justice tour, I think, in '88 in Evansville. Yes, here we have the major rager on the 4-string motherfucker himself, Mr. Cliff Burton. Yeah, saw Skid Row open up for Guns N' Roses at Alpine Valley. Saw Brittany Fox open up for Poison in Terre Haute. Saw The Cult open up for Metallica. Is that John Cougar on my wall? Yes, it is. That's John Cougar Mellencamp. That's Cliff Burton. That's AC/DC. Over here we got the Eagles, Mr. Edward Van Halen, and the greatest trio ever, ZZ Top. You got some metal, you got some '80s rock, you got some, I'm creepy. Oh, didn't scroll. I'm just enjoying my day off, slightly elevated. I have a contractor swinging by the house 5 hours from now, so I'm just killing some time. I am from India, sir. Well, right on. Welcome in. The night is falling. Okay. Somebody said that Dorothea is creepy. Oh, there is an update to one of my prescriptions through the Walgreens app. You saw White Lion before the disaster? Remind me again what the White Lion disaster was. Didn't one of them get caught on fire on stage or something like that? No, we did not find furniture at that particular store because, shockingly, and I'm being sarcastic there, the A word folks are incredibly proud of their shit. Incredibly proud. Oh, you want this kitchen chair? That's going to be $1,100. But like, I need 8 of them. Yeah, no, no. There was a lot of cool stuff in that store, but nothing that was coming home with us. Nothing that was coming home with us. Whew. God damn, they're like the folks over there on Rodeo Drive in Hollywood. They too are awfully proud of their shit. He was the one that caught on fire, the pyrotechnics. Yeah, I did see that video. That was fucking brutal. Have you been to the Aragon? No. The sound I made after I said 1100. Well, come on, man. I mean, that's just fucking. You know what I mean? Have you ever had like an instant reaction to somebody telling you the price of something? That's a nice chair. How much is that? That's $1,100. I'm sorry, your what hurts? I thought you said $1,100 for the chair. That's not the set. That's the chair. Fuck me. Yeah, this entire set here is marked down to 9,800. Huh? Was huh? USD. Okay. Next. Motherfucker, that's a goddamn. And listen, if we get to the point where we move into, we got a few years to see whether or not we're staying here or we're moving. And once we know for sure, within the next 4 to 5 years, once we know for sure whether we're staying here or we're moving, then we can go get the really expensive furniture for whatever house we ultimately end up staying in. No problem. This is like get us through the next few years furniture. I'm not, I got no problem. You want to go drop 15,000 on a fucking 20,000 on a fucking living room set? Once we know that this is the fucking house we're dying in, you knock yourself out. True, super. True. You are short. Aaron Pendergraft used my short. Oh, that's fucking spectacular. my God. You still got furniture from the early 2000s. I don't know how old ours is. Not that old, but it is. It's old enough, man. Sorry. He can't. He keeps making accounts on TikTok. So this guy, Aaron Pendergraph, is this long time troll of mine from TikTok. And he has a lot of fucking problems. He does his TikToks in his garage underneath his Confederate flag painted ceiling, or maybe it's just a flag stapled to the ceiling or whatever. He's incredibly dumb, incredibly racist, and incredibly MAGA. And I read his public arrest record in a video, and he said he was going to sue me for defamation. And for months, I have been making videos about this guy, begging him to sue me. So finally, I figured, instead of playing this asshole's game, I'm just going to block him. And I told him, I'll tell you what, you'll get reactions out of me again when you actually fucking have the balls to sue me. And he keeps creating accounts on TikTok to try and get me to react. And every time another one pops up, I block it. And I just got a notification that said that he remixed one of my videos here on YouTube. So he's obviously made a YouTube account in order to troll me. And I'm not even going to respond to it. I'm going to block that account too. And I'm going to hold to my word that he gets a reaction video out of me when he actually fucking sues me. Which I don't think he's ever going to fucking do. Because lawsuits cost money. They cost a lot of money, especially when you're going to sue somebody. It's not, you know what I mean? Like you're starting off at fucking 20 grand to get the fucking lawsuit going, and this dude's like, "No, I'm going to fucking sue you." And he goes, "No, all the paperwork's done. The I's are dotted, T's are crossed. I'm just waiting for the right time to serve you." Bitch, no better time than the future. I'm gathering all my information. What do you need to gather? My name is Tom Powell. I live in Shanahan, Illinois. You have my fucking email address. You have my P.O. box. You have my physical mailing address. Fucking serve me. Anyway. The weekend of May 18th and 19th, 1968, so the Grateful Dead, the Doors, Jefferson Airplane, Big Brother, and the Holding Company with Janis Joplin at the first Northern California Folk Rock Festival. Jesus, that's a lineup. J.D. Vance's wife never sends her husband to sleep on the couch. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. With these couch comments. So you're killing this dude with the couch comments. I've never done a single couch video or reference on any platform. Mainly because I just want to focus on what an evil human being he is, rather than draw the attention away and do this whole thing where, you know, he has relations with couches. Because it's far worse than that. He is a vile, wretched human being. He sold out everything he claimed to hold dear in order to be next in line. You know what I mean? Sold out everything he claimed to hold. I'm a never Trump guy. I can't. He leads our party in a bad direction. I never really liked the guy. I'm not going to vote for him. I'm going to have to hold my nose and vote for the other person. That's all J.D. Vance prior to being asked to run for the VP spot. He sold out everything to get in line, next in line, to leapfrog from where he was, just a senator, to being the VP of the United States. So if I'm Usha Vance, yeah, I'm very seriously watching my back, Because if he's willing to sell out everything he believes in order to get to that position, and his party has already shown through attacks at Kash Patel and Vivek Ramaswamy that they do not like the brown people like your wife, and they would rather see you with a white Christian woman like Erica Kirk. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him. He sold out everything else he believes in just to get to where he's at today. What's your most memorable experience involving weather? Involving weather. I mean, well, I've been stuck in and had to work through a shit ton of fucking blizzards over the course. Denise, thank you very much for the $10 donation. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for the money. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for watching. Watching is the best thing anybody can do. Yeah. The time my crew smelled an incoming hailstorm would be very unique. We got fucking demolished in that storm too. That would be in the team picture. A couple of the blizzards that I had to be out working in would be in the team picture. I was in an Arizona electrical storm in 82 intense lightning, 360 degrees horizontal continuous for hours. First time I drove a car was running away from a tornado. Jesus. Tap that like button. Thank you. Yeah, I heard that about the Oklahoma superintendent. He went to some private firm. Aloha back at you, salty surfer. What is aloha? It is Hawaiian for hello and goodbye. Hey, back at you, Lynn. Disbelief, hello. I just subscribed. Thank you very much. When I was 7, a tornado was across the road from our house, and I was flapping like a flag from a chicken coop door. South Africa, hello. Yeah, there was. We were on a job site one time, and the guys that I was working with, like, they could smell something that was coming, like literally, and then we all jumped into trucks and shit, and we just got fucking shit hammered with a really fucking insane hailstorm. That's very much on the list. Getting over 20 inches of snow in one storm, that's definitely up there. Well, thank you very much, Tanker. I appreciate it. That's some Wizard of the Oz shit. Yeah, it is. I'm waiting for a food pantry to open at 9 a.m. I'm so lucky I'm second in line. I hope you get something. Have you ever used a Pax vaporizer? No, can't say as I have. Stopping by on your break, right on. No, we did not have tacos yesterday. We had a lemon chicken with a pasta side dish. Used to live through hurricanes, can't imagine tornadoes. And see, I can't imagine a hurricane because a hurricane is going to fuck up the entire area, right? The whole. So however big the hurricane is, however many towns a hurricane covers, it's going to fuck up that whole area. And everybody in that area is going to get hit. A tornado could literally go down our block and take out every house on one side of the street and not touch any houses on the other side of the street. So as somebody that's grown up with that, I can't imagine being in an area where every fucking buddy in this area is going to get shit hammered. You know, I mean, we get that with snow, but even that, it's not even. It doesn't even cover the whole region. It could be snowing like a motherfucker in the north suburbs, and we're warm down here, and we're in the 40s. Now, don't get me wrong, a tornado will fuck your house up, right? The finger of God, if you will. It destructive as shit. I'm not obviously suggesting that it's not, but it's selective as fuck. Love this channel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I remember the winter at Purdue at about 93, those lake winds. Ooh, shit gets chilly. Shit gets fucking chilly. You step outside to have a cigarette in the first week of February, and you're going to be able to cut glass with your nips. You know what I mean? Your son was born the day Harvey hit. No one expected the flood like that. Raining Street. Yep, exactly. Derecho of 2020 sucked. Favorite vegetable? Broccoli. Is it broccoli? Carrots? Broccoli. Probably broccoli. Used the dog giving the woof woof. Is he locked up? Brussels sprouts? Can't do it. No, I can't do it. No, I'm not a fan of celery. You'll take random earthquakes over tornadoes and hurricanes? I don't know. I'll take the tornado over an earthquake. I'll definitely take the tornado over a hurricane, but yeah, I'll take the tornado over an earthquake too. Avocado? Disgusting. Where's the 200-year vid you promised? Oh, shit, yeah. My bad. Really, LOL? Yeah, really. Avocados? I don't like guac either. I'm not a fan of Tornado Alley and San Andreas Fault. Waffle banana sandwich? No. I just don't like avocado. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. Ham and Swiss cheese on waffles with syrup is peak. You should be on a fucking watch list. I'm not a fan of any place that is known for deadly weather. What borders on stupidity, somebody said. This should be good. What's their name again? Del Boy. We gotta wait for Del Boy's response. We don't know, Del Boy. What borders on stupidity? Mexico and Canada. But he's here all week. Don't forget to tip your waitress. Well, thank you, I am Nem. Appreciate it. Oh, Bobby Ray's, I don't think so. Oh, you scrolled into a MAGA live? That's unfortunate. It's gonna fuck your For You page all up. It's gonna be totally fucked up at that point in time. Anyway, though, it's about noon. I'm sure I have some work to do somewhere in the house. So, we'll talk to you guys later.